Hello there and welcome back to the Squirrel Heat YouTube channel, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the Champions League today, and then I'm going to talk a little bit, turn our attention towards Leicester. So I want to turn our attention a little bit towards the Champions League at the moment, though. Obviously we now know our fate in terms of what pot we're in, which means that we get a pot between, we get a group between teams from pot 1, 2 and 4. Each one of them has difficult teams in them, but each one of them also has what people would possibly call the easier teams as well. You know, we could end up with what people are calling a group of death, which is the likes of Real Madrid, you know, Borussia Dortmund, and you know, big teams. The only thing I've got to say, I don't care who we draw. I really don't. I don't care who we draw whatsoever. Whoever we draw in the Champions League does not bother me whatsoever. It doesn't. People keep saying the media are trying to make us feel, trying to make Liverpool fans think that we should be thinking less of ourselves by saying that Liverpool could be placed in a group of death. We're not going to be placed in a group of death with anybody. They're going to be placed in a group of death with us. That is how I look at it. That is how I look at this, and it's absolutely true. Maybe aside from Real Madrid, but are they going to be as strong as they were last season? Are they going to be able to hit the heights that they did last season in the Champions League without Cristiano Ronaldo? Who knows? Who knows? But the team that came second was us. We should fear nobody. I don't fear anybody. Place us against anybody in the groups. I don't care who we come up against. I really don't. I honestly don't. Hand on heart, cross my heart. I honestly don't care. We will not be in a group of death. They will be in a group of death with us. That's all I'm going to say. I think we find out what the groups are tonight. So, you know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We're going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it anyway. Don't care. I really don't care. Give us anybody. Give us the hardest group you want. We'll make it out of there. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Well, nothing's guaranteed. But you know what I mean. As close to guaranteed as it can be. Anyway, let's move on to Leicester, and I don't actually know what Leicester's record is in the Premier League right now after 3 games. I don't. Have they... I know that they lost their opening game, because that was against Man United, a tight game there. They lost Jamie Vardy in the second game. I think they won that one, and I think they've just won their other one as well. So, Jamie Vardy's still going to be missing in this game, which is it's a plus in some ways, but they've still got threatening players. They've still got threatening players all over the pitch. I think if there is obviously going to be a weak area for that team, it is going to be the defence. Obviously, Harry Maguire, he's a very good defender, but it's about the people that are around him as well. I think Chilwell, is it Chilwell? I can't remember if it is or not at Leicester, but whoever it is that plays at left back is playing very well. So, but I think, come on, we've got to look at our form here as well, that we may have had a little bit of a wake-up call last week as well. We still got the victory, obviously. We got the victory, the 1-0 against Brighton. We still got that. But let's be totally honest here as Liverpool fans. We didn't play very well. Like, our forwards didn't play exceptionally well. Midfield did better. Wijnaldum had a great game. Milner had a great game. Keita looked very good. Forward line... it just looked a bit ineffective at times. Maybe there's a bit of freshening up to do there. Is it time to perhaps get Shaqiri involved at some point? I'd love to see the guy involved. I really would. Daniel Sturridge as well. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I'll be totally honest with you. I'd be surprised if he changes the 11 that he's had for the first 3 games. Hasn't changed it yet. It's been a winning formula. He might be reluctant to change it. And as I say, people are looking for Fabinho to get his debut as well. I think Klopp's looking for the perfect time to introduce him, and maybe introduce him into the Premier League if you're 2 to 3 goals up in a game. And if that happens and he's on the bench, I would imagine that you'd then see the appearance of Fabinho. Because my personal viewpoint on it, obviously I am not a manager or a coach in any way, but I'm just looking at it as a fan, is... keep talking about how Fabinho has to adjust to the Premier League. He still has to adjust to the Premier League. My view is, how can he adjust to the Premier League if he's not actually playing in the matches? That's my personal point of view. But They know better than I do. They really do. They did this with Oxlade-Chamberlain as well, which is why I'm not concerned at why he's not starting or he's not featuring at the moment. They did it with Oxlade-Chamberlain. Brought him in, didn't necessarily, he certainly didn't hit the ground running, but you saw what happened later on in the season, the impact and the importance of Oxlade-Chamberlain to the team, and why we will, while we have got a very good team and a very good squad on the whole, we're going to miss Oxlade-Chamberlain this season, no doubt, no doubt. But yes, so let's go for starting lineup. I think starting lineup, the only difference that it's difficult to take anyone out there. It really is. Freshen up that front line. Maybe Daniel Sturridge comes in for Firmino. I can't see, or maybe Shaqiri comes in for Firmino and plays that, that striker role or the centre forward role. I don't know. But he's vital to how we play. He really is. People saying that he's ineffective against Brighton, he's ineffective against Crystal Palace, and he's not. He works so hard. He works harder than anybody. At linking up the plays between the midfield and the strikers and the forwards and everything like that. He is the linchpin between it all. Like you've got to understand what he does. You really, really do. You bring in Sturridge, yeah, he gives you a goal scoring threat just like Firmino does. But does he link up the play as well as Firmino? Not in my opinion. So if I'm going to go for it, and I think that the starting 11 is going to be exactly the same as it has been in the last 3 games. You're going to look at Alisson in goal. Why not? Because the guy is an absolute monster. Then at left back, you got Robertson. Right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. You know how it goes. Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez. Then we're going to have Wijnaldum. We're going to have Naby Keita. Going to have maybe James Milner. The only one change that you might see there, maybe Henderson comes in for someone, but I'm not entirely sure who. Again, I don't know who. Then front line, Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino. Strong bench, and I think that we can do it. Now, this is the last game before we go into an international break, and I'd love us. I don't think we've done it in our history to start the season with 4 games, winning for all 4 games. I don't think we've done that, but I'm not 100% sure. Our history is vast. It's a massive history, so I couldn't say accurately whether we've done that before or not. But it would be amazing. It would be amazing to do that. It really, really would be. And I don't think, obviously, aside from Manchester United, I don't think that Leicester have faced like a high caliber opposition. And I think this is where we can take advantage. Leicester would have had maybe a number on us a couple of years ago I think a couple of years ago when they did beat us. They sacked the manager and they beat us 3-1 or something like that because of their pace in behind. But our defence right now is so solid. Alisson is very, very solid in goal. I'm so confident in our defence and goalkeeping situation right now that I think we could keep a clean sheet. I think we could. They are going to miss Jamie Vardy. Maddison looks like a very threatening player for them. He's the player that I'm looking out for in this game as the most threatening player in their team. But I think that we can come out of this game. I think that we're going to win this game 2-0. I don't know whether it's going to be a comfortable game or not, but they are going to look to try and counter on us, and we're going to try and put the pressure up on them using Naby Keita in that midfield to try and unlock those centre forward, the wing positions and everything like that. I think we're going to pressure there, and I think that we'll win the defensive battles. That's my prediction. I think that we're going to get a 2-0 victory. But let me know what you think in the comments below, because keeping 4 clean sheets in a row, that's unheard of for Liverpool. That is unheard of for Liverpool. It really, really is. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what your prediction is for this game moving forward. And let me know what your thoughts are also on the Champions League draw this evening. I'm pretty sure it's this evening anyway. I hope I haven't got that info wrong. Anyway, let me know everything that you're thinking right now. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting this channel as always. Do like it and subscribe if you are new around here. Thank you once again, and I'll catch you later.